Welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Tarot. My name is Laura, and this is going to be your June love forecast. I hope you guys are doing extremely well. I just want to explain the setup this month. It's a little bit different than what I've done in the past, but not by much, just a little bit different. I am going to be using 3 decks for your reading. I will not be using the runes. I will bring the runes back in the future, but for this month, in the spirit of change, we've been going through a period of retrogrades during the month of May. And going into June, I am looking forward to some new positive energy, sensing the changes for all of us, and also the summer solstice. So in the spirit of change and in celebration of that, I myself am changing things up a little bit to welcome in this new energy. So I hope that you all will share in that and value that as well. But I'll explain what I'm doing that is different this month. I'm using a new tarot deck, which is the Anna K Tarot. I started using this deck last week actually for the mid-month readings, and I'm really enjoying it. As a clarifier to any core cards that should pop up in your reading, I'm going to be using the Verisabella Italiana, which is my little Italian oracle deck, and I've been practicing with these, so I may on occasion need to look up a card, but overall it should go pretty smoothly. And then I'm going to begin your reading by pulling an oracle card from the Oracle Mermaids deck, which some of you may be familiar with me using. So we'll see how it goes, and if you guys like this format, I welcome your feedback. So let's get started with your reading. Hi Pisces! So I'm going to start off by selecting an oracle card before we get started. And this is the Oracle Mermaids deck. Calling in the energy of all my Pisces suns, Pisces moons, and Pisces risings. I'm going to be selecting an oracle message with the help of Spirit here to guide me. I'm going to try and fan these out as best I can. All right. Pisces. Pisces suns, moons, and risings. Spirit, help me select a card for Pisces this month. An oracle message for Pisces. Pisces suns, moons, and risings. This one. Okay, I pulled Conchomancy for you. Seashell divination, wisdom of shells. So we will hold on to this card, and we will use it in our reading. And I may or may not be reading from the book with regards to that card. So we'll just have to see how the reading goes. Let's begin with your reading. Spirit, what are the messages and energies that you have for Pisces for the month of June 2016 for their love lives? What are the messages and energies that you have, Spirit, for my Pisces? Pisces suns, Pisces moons, and Pisces risings. This is a general reading and will not resonate with everyone. I just want to mention that. For the most accurate reading with the most accurate outcome, please do come get a private reading with me or with another trusted tarot reader of your choice. Spirit, what are the messages and energies that you have for Pisces with regards to their love lives for the month of June 2016? What will be so for Pisces with regards to their love lives for the month of June 2016? This is for my Pisces suns, Pisces moons, and Pisces risings, and those on the cusp of Pisces. Spirit, if you're with me, what are the messages and energies that you have for Pisces, Pisces suns, Pisces moons, and Pisces risings? Parker. Hey, Parker. Sorry, my dog is doing something in the background. Sometimes our animals are get in the way of our readings, but usually she's not in the way of my reading. Usually she's helping, but the background noise is not helpful, nor is it desirable. Okay, I'm gonna move these over because I feel like we're gonna run out of space here. Okay, this is the traditional Celtic cross spread that I normally do. Just move those out of the way. And again, if there are any core cards that come up in the reading, I will be using the little Vera Sibilla Italianas, or the Sibillas in Italian, to clarify any of those cards. So let's turn over your cards. Let me make sure you can see everything. Looks good. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords in the center as your significator, crossed by the King of Swords. Oh my goodness. What comes below you is the Three of Pentacles reversed. What comes above you is the Page of Cups. In the recent past, you have the Eight of Cups. In the near future, you have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. How you see yourself, you have the Devil in reverse. In your environment, or how your significant other may be viewing you or dealing with you, they have the Four of Rods. Your hopes and fears are the Five of Cups. And your outcome is the Hermit in reverse. Wow, okay. Interesting reading. Well, in the center, we have a couple, actually. I'm looking at it that way, with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords crossing you. Normally, when I see the center card is definitely someone who's very significant to you or your own energy. I am interpreting this as your own energy, Pisces, because of the position of this court card in your present situation. Going into the month of June, I wanted to say May there for a second, but we're done with May. We're going into June. I see you coming up as this energy. The Queen of Swords, who is she? She is a solitary individual, likely someone, you can be in a relationship, but I normally see her as someone who is very, the word solidarity is coming to mind. Austerity, solidarity, which means someone that stands on their own, which means someone that is independent, an independent woman, okay? Could be a man. If you're a man, it could be a male energy. But the queens do come up to me as receptive feminine energy, so a man with more receptive feminine energy, which is not to say that you are actually effeminate, but some of you may have more feminine energy and some of you may have more masculine energy. Well, this is a feminine energy, so it is a queen. And she is holding the sword. So the sword is truth, communication, clear communication, directness. This is a very direct, fair queen. She cares a great deal about the words that she speaks. She speaks the truth. She speaks clearly. She does not mince her words. So I very much feel like this is your energy at the month of June, Pisces. Notice it's a little bit different than your normal energy. You are a water sign. I mean, I do see a water sign coming up in this reading. I do see a couple cups cards, actually, which do speak to the emotions. But for the month of June, I don't feel like you are relying on emotional energy. I believe you are relying on mental energy. You're relying on more of your logical side. This is the rational you. This is the side that makes decisions. This is a side of you that if you use emotions to make, you may have emotions running through you. They may run very deep. But this, to me, speaks to your rational side taking over. The woman or the man that is logical and looks at the facts, right? You look at the facts. And what crosses you is this King of Swords. And he is coming up for me in reverse. I am reading this in reverse. So this is the energy of someone that is helping or hindering you. And I very much feel like this King of Swords is someone that you know because he is a king. He doesn't have to be an air sign, but he can have air sign in his chart. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. he is a challenge to you this month. His energy is a challenge for you. The King of Swords in reverse, this is definitely someone that either you have broken up with, or he has broken up with you, or he has cut you out of his life. This is your challenge. This is someone who is excessively cruel, can be very harsh with their words, may think that he's being fair, but has not, he's either lying, he's either a liar, or he's a cheater, or he's deceptive, or he's just not basing things on logic. He thinks he's being logical, but he's really not. There's something that he does that he like bends the truth. And so when it comes to your personality, when it comes to your love life, this is someone who absolutely is posing a challenge for you, and even maybe even as an obstacle for you this month. I don't feel like this energy is helping you. I feel like it is a challenge for you. I won't go so far to say as a hindrance, because I will need to look at the rest of the cards. But I am going to do something a little bit different here. I am going to look at this inner cross with my Sibyllus. I'm probably going to go over time in this reading. Pisces, you guys you never fail to amaze me with your readings. Spirit, can you give me some more insight into what is going on in this inner cross here? We've got the Queen of Swords crossed by the King of Swords in reverse. I do read this as kind of like a couple, like you and this other person are like a queen and a king together, and of the same suit of swords. You likely are masters in communication. Like you pair very well together in terms of your communication, except when the king is reversed. That can mean that this person that you're dealing with, I don't feel like it's your energy. I feel like it's another person's energy. Okay, let's see what the Sibyllus have to say. Sibyllus, are you ready? Are you going to give us some information? Okay, let's do it. Disgrazia. So this is like a tower situation. It's destruction. It's horrible. It is horrible. La conversación, a conversation. Okay. And then the la lettera, which is news, a message, a letter. It could be a love letter, because well, I don't know if it's a love letter. Let me see here, because we are talking about it could be a love letter or a business letter, but we are doing a love reading. So I do see a message coming in here. Here we look at past, present, future. So we have like a tower situation between you and this person, disgrazia. We have la conversación, a conversation that was had, and in the future coming a letter. This is a love letter or a business letter. And so whatever this letter was, I feel very much impacted your relationship somehow. If the letter has not arrived yet, it will arrive. This is a love letter or business letter for you, Pisces. Now, what comes below you, what puts you in the situation? Again, we are dealing with you as the Queen of Swords here, is the Three of Pentacles reversed, which is to me a relationship that is someone who doesn't feel supported in a relationship. The work that they put into it, they don't feel like the other person is helping out, isn't supporting their values. They don't have shared values. This could have been a love triangle or a threesome. And again, I feel like here someone does not feel supported in this relationship at all. It's like the vision maybe was there at one point to build something and to build it from the ground up. And it might have been three people working together. I'm only seeing two here. But again, with the Three of Pentacles reversed, that relationship, I don't feel like the values were there for you. And so you didn't feel supported in it. In the recent past, so 1 to 2 weeks prior to this reading, to when you view this reading, we can go far as back as a month. You have the Eight of Cups. So this is you are moving on. This is you walking away from some situation. Now you are walking towards this Queen of Swords. You are moving on. Okay, you're moving up spiritually as well. These are all of your lessons that you've learned. Okay, think of it as you moving from the past to the present. And as you move from the past, all of these are the lessons that you've learned along the way. These are all emotional lessons. They can be, as they say, scars that we've gained from our relationships, but the wounds become scars, and then the scars heal. And it's from those scars that we gain our wisdom and our maturity and our ability to love stronger and better and build stronger and better relationships and get to where we need to be. This is how we grow. This is how we move up. This is how we move up our ladder. This is how we move forward. And it is a painful journey to leave someone behind. It is a painful journey to have to move on. It doesn't have to be forever, but definitely for a period of time, you did some soul searching. Okay, you needed to wander on your own. You needed to do the soul searching, and you needed to figure out the truth. Okay, you needed to figure out the truth, and I believe that you did, because I do see that there was a situation here. When I say a tower situation, a dismantling of lies, a dismantling of beliefs that no longer served you, a complete and total destruction of something that wasn't built on a sturdy foundation, and it was destructive, and it did probably wipe out a great deal of what was left of that relationship for you. Now, in the position of what you know to be true, this is what you may be thinking or feeling in the month of June. This is a very lighthearted energy. This is like love letters and flirting and giddiness and feeling free and like childlike energy. And it is a cup, so it is emotional energy. This could be someone you're thinking about. It doesn't have to be he or she. Could be a water sign. Most likely isn't, because I don't know. I read the court cards based on their personality and their characteristics, and we can all take on different court cards. If it is a water sign, the water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. The Page of Cups is like my puppy love card. It is thinking and feeling romantic thoughts. Receiving romantic communication. Of course, you are thinking about romantic communication. You are thinking about love letters. This may be a love letter that you are thinking about writing, or maybe thinking about sending out some kind of love letter. So in order to gain more clarity, Spirit, can you clarify for me the Page of Cups? What Pisces may be thinking or feeling in the month of June. This Page of Cups, can you clarify what they're doing, how they're behaving? Of course, this is coming up in your conscious level, so this hasn't happened yet. But so in terms of your thoughts, you may be thinking about this type of person, or like I said, sending out a love letter. La Costanza, Malinconia, La Superbia. So what we have here, La Costanza. So this is constancy. Things as they are. This is like she is like standing like a pillar here, like a statue. So there is this sense of sturdiness about you in your communications and your personality and your thoughts, a sense of constancy, that things are the way they are, that things are going to be fine. Things are going to be fine, Pisces. But then you have melancholia, which is depression and maybe a little bit of sadness and a little bit of melancholy. Yes. She's grieving over this grave and she's got her head in her hand. Okay, there's a little bit of that. But then you have La Superbia, which is really, it's a bit of showing off. It's a little bit of vanity. It's a little bit of haughtiness, but it is definitely pride and beauty. And the peacock is regal. The peacock is showing off its feathers. So, restoring your pride, restoring yourself, a sense of constancy in between feeling maybe a little bit of melancholy. So it is a little bit of a mixture there, but all in all, your thoughts will be on lighter subjects this month, okay? Despite the stuff going on in the little cross in the middle. Going into your near future, we are looking at the middle of June. So 1 or 2 weeks into the middle of June, you have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Who is she? So she can represent your energy or that of an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, male or female. Doesn't have to be a female, although queens are more receptive energy. This is someone who is a bit stuck. I would say either we're looking at someone who's unmotivated or is only focused on superficial things. They may be having trouble getting themselves motivated to do things, get off the couch, do the housework, go to do your job. It can get a little bit repetitive. This person may also just be really involved in like their own materialistic little world. So also, I get the sense that this person may not be interested in a commitment, or they may not even be feeling well. This can also represent your mother. Sometimes this person does represent someone's mother who is not doing well. But again, this is a love reading, and so I suspect this is someone that you know because she is coming up or he is coming up as a queen. Like I said, someone that has Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn in their chart most likely. And their energy being very important to you in the middle of June. Now, to get a better sense of what this person is doing, how they're behaving, I'm going to draw one of these little cards, one of these little Sibilas. What is the Queen of Pentacles doing? How is she behaving? Or how is he behaving? And why is this card important to us? Why is this card important to Pisces? Why is this person important to Pisces? Okay. Okay, we have the reunion, Amor, and Falsita. So this could be a reunion between you and someone else, possibly you and this person. I do see some kind of reunion. And then you have Amore, which is love, which is, this is just Cupid's arrows being shot into your heart. And then Falsita, which is actually an enemy. So someone who is a liar. Someone who is not loyal, someone who is not interested in fidelity at all. This is someone who, the cat represents someone who may not have your best intentions in mind. So keep that in mind. I do see a reunion. I do see some kind of love situation here. Love being in the center of it, but then someone else or this person being not who they say they are, or lying, or being or even a lie being revealed to you. Now, how you see yourself, you have the Devil reversed. I very much feel like you are denouncing this devil in your life, this energy, this evil. You're denouncing it. This is you saying, I want to break through whatever these addictions, these habits, these patterns, this behavior that I'm doing over and over and over again. I have hit rock bottom. I'm not doing it anymore. It's got to stop. This can also represent a breakthrough or a broken agreement between you and someone else. This is you breaking the chains. You may feel bonded to someone through a physical relationship, and this is you saying, I cannot do this anymore. It is not healthy for me. It is not serving my best interests. It has to stop. That is how you perceive yourself during this month of June. With regards to your love relationships, in your environment, you have the Four of Wands or the Four of Rods. This may also be how your significant other is viewing you or dealing with you. So the Four of Rods talks about stability, talks about a firm foundation, family, celebration, home. This is all about your home, where it is that you hang your hat. What are your foundations, your stable foundations? So in your environment, that seems to be going well. Those things seem to be working out for you. It also seems to me that that's how your significant other is viewing you or dealing with you. They perceive you as welcomed by their family, accepted by their family, part of their family. You may even represent home to that person. What it's like to have a family, what it's like to have a welcoming environment. It's familiarity, it's stability, it's all of those good things. So this is a very positive card in the upright position. Now remember, when I say significant other, the person that you're thinking about the most, the person that you may be in a relationship with. If you are single, like I said, this is your environment around you, a stable home, a stable foundation, people that support you, family, tradition, whatever traditions that you enjoy, celebrating. This can even represent a homecoming, and a happy one at that. So maybe you are coming home, or maybe someone's coming home to you. And so that would be a very welcoming environment. In your hopes and fears, you have the Five of Cups. I think your fear is that you would be grieving over some loss. And, no one wants to be out in the cold on a rainy day with all their cups spilled. I mean, it's utterly depressing, right? So I don't think you want to go there. I think you're afraid of, because why would this be a hope, right? This is a fear of mourning. It's a fear of loss. It's a fear of grieving, a fear of going through this process, this grieving process, or even having to cry over someone's spilled milk. This is you fearing, I don't want to have to cry over this person's, losing this person. I don't want to have to grieve this person's loss. I don't want to have to be sad. I don't want to dwell there. I've been there. I'm done. I don't want to go there. Fine. Don't go there. It's just a fear. It's not actually going to happen. Focus on what it is that you want to manifest, and you will be fine. Focus on the energies and the positive energies that you want to bring into your life, and you will be fine. Now, in your outcome position, you have the Hermit in reverse, which is an interesting card for an outcome position. I think that what I'm seeing for you, Pisces, some of you are going to be going on some kind of spiritual journey, and you may be withdrawing for a period of time at the end of June to go on this spiritual journey, and it may be for a great deal of time. You may actually be going on a spiritual retreat, or you may actually be really, I don't want to say antisocial, but some of you may be withdrawing from a lot of social situations, or even going into yourself a little bit too much. This is like you putting on your headphones and burying your head in the sand and really just not wanting to be around people. So you may need to take some time out and rest. You may need to take some time out for yourself to really listen to where it is you are right now, how you're feeling. Because, the Hermit in reverse is about a period of withdrawal for a long time. Like upright, this is like introspection, going, looking towards spiritual guidance, spiritual mentors, on a spiritual path. And when he's reversed, it's like, it's to the extreme. It's like you you may be not including other people on this spiritual journey. You may just be so focused on going into your own little world. So I think there's some caution there to not get too involved. I know I said I was only gonna put cards down for the Sibylla's down for the court cards, but I just want to see what else is going on with this Hermit reversed. Now the Hermit is also the sign of Virgo, so you may be dealing with a Virgo because like I mentioned, you have an earth sign coming up here, Pisces. But this is a major arcana, so a powerful energy surrounds you at the end of June. And one that is more focused on the inner world. The inner world. What is going on inside of you? Something is going on inside your head, inside your heart. But it's like the inner world, not the outer world that you're focused on. You know, you are withdrawing into yourself. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, the cards are, I don't read these reversed. You have the Presente de Pietre Precioso. So this is a gift of precious stones or jewels. So some kind of gift or present. Happiness. You know, this is a bunch of friends hanging out. And then the speranza. So the speranza is more of what I'm getting here. You know, what I'm seeing is material things that you can touch. You know, going on a shopping spree, buying expensive things. This is superficial. This is like patching up a hole with a nail. You know, it isn't. It is superficial. It isn't actually solving anything. And then we have like, you know, happiness, drinking, hanging out with friends, which is all well and good. But then at the end of the day, here you are hoping, waiting, wishing. Speranza. She's holding this anchor, and the anchor represents not moving anywhere, right? Not moving anywhere, just staying stagnant. And there is this sense of just that, you know, hoping and waiting and wishing, but maybe not doing the necessary spiritual work on yourself that needs to be done. It's almost like an inefficient use of your spiritual resources. Does that make sense? And so we go back to the card, which is Contromancy here, Seashell Divination, Wisdom of Shells. And this talks about conservation. Conservation of wildlife, but it also talks about how you spend your time and energy. And Contromancy, while it does talk about seashell divination, wisdom of shells, shells being homes for creatures, and conservation, like taking care of precious things, taking care of our earth. How you use your time will be very important in June. Using your time wisely, spending it on worthwhile people and worthwhile pursuits. And this card suggests that, like, doing volunteer work, doing things that are extend your love towards the greater good, more like humanitarian activities, will help to recenter you and ground you and bring you back to yourself. So whenever you start to feel ungrounded, whenever you start to feel like you're getting lost in your own little world, it's important to pull back out, zoom back out, and take a look at the earth that we live on and the many people that share this earth, the many plants and creatures that we share this earth with, and say, look, you know, I've been putting a lot of time and effort thinking about this person, or dealing with my own petty issues, or you know, getting involved in my own little dramas. And it's important to zoom out and say, where can I put my time and energy that is going to be appreciated and valued and worthwhile. And I can tell you right now that volunteering is a really wonderful way of loving, not of loving yourself, but also of giving back. And that sense of gratification, that sense of gratitude that you get through giving of your time and energy through whether volunteer work or ocean conservation or whatever it is that you're interested in, can really pull you out of being in your own little world and help to reconnect you with your purpose, with your divine center, and with love. Love of yourself, love of fellow humans, love of men, love of women, love of relationships. Our relationship with ourselves can only be improved by doing that. So to summarize, I could read you the meaning of this card. It's essentially that. It's got a weird name to it, but it is what it is. So the Oracle Mermaids, it's a funny little deck of cards, but I like them, and I think the mermaids have good advice for us. So I'm going to end your reading here. I think I've gone way over, but thank you for joining me. If you've enjoyed this reading, please do give it a like or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I read all my comments. Thank you so much. Many blessings to you, Pisces. Love and light.